Visual, cinematic montage. Slow-motion shots of chaotic Black Friday crowds. People looking stressed while carrying too many bags, artificial Christmas lights blurring in the rain, a close-up of a credit card being swiped, a tired person staring blankly at a TV screen playing a festive ad. The music is low, atmospheric, perhaps a slightly distorted version of a classic carol, building a sense of unease. Nadator, Veal. Look around you. What do you see? It's December. The world has suddenly changed its skin. Overnight, cities are draped in millions of LED lights designed to trigger a dopamine response in your brain. The airwaves are saturated with jingle bells and songs telling you that this is the most wonderful time of the year. But if you pause the noise for just a second, if you look past the glitter and the forced smiles in the advertisements, what do you actually feel? Do you feel peace? Do you feel genuine, unadulterated joy? Or do you feel a low-level hum of anxiety? A pressure weighing on your chest? A feeling that you're running a race you didn't sign up for, chasing a finish line that keeps moving? Welcome to the Great Illusion. Welcome to the annual performance where we are told to be happy, commanded to consume, and shamed if we abstain. Today, we are going to perform an autopsy on the modern holiday season. We are going to take the scalpel of Stoic philosophy, a tool sharpened over 2,000 years of human experience, and cut through the layers of marketing and social conditioning to see what actually lies beneath. The source video you shared calls it a virus, a mental virus, and the analogy is perfect. It is highly contagious. It bypasses your rational defenses. It makes you act against your own self-interest while convincing you it's for your own good. We have reached a point in history where the celebration has consumed the meaning. The ritual has replaced the reality. We don't celebrate because we are happy. We celebrate because we put on the mask of the cheerful holiday enjoyer. We smile when we are tired. We say yes to invitations when our souls are screaming no. We spend money we earned with our life's blood on things that will be forgotten by February. You have worked hard all year. You have endured stress, deadlines, and perhaps a boss you despise. By December, you're exhausted. Your willpower is depleted. The marketers know this. They know that an exhausted human being is an impulsive human being. Why? A person who is physically sluggish, mentally foggy from sugar crashes and hangovers, is a person who cannot think clearly. They are easier to manipulate. They are less likely to question the narrative. Stoicism places immense value on temperance, sophrosyne, the ability to control one's appetites rather than being controlled by them. The Stoic view of the holiday feast is one of caution. Musonius Rufus, the teacher of Epictetus, taught that food was meant to nourish the body, not serve pleasure alone. When we use food as entertainment, or worse, as an emotional crutch to get through stressful family gatherings, we degrade ourselves. We treat our bodies like garbage cans during December, and then wonder why we feel depressed and lethargic in January. We are poisoning the vessel that carries us through life, all in the name of celebration. Think about the irony. We celebrate the birth of light or a new beginning by actively harming our health and finances. It is a ritual of self-sabotage disguised as joy. The Stoic looks at this buffet of excess, both financial and physical, and asks a simple question: does this serve my ruling principle? Does this make me a better, freer, more rational being? If the answer is no, the Stoic abstains. Not with bitterness, not with a sense of deprivation, but with a sense of power. The power to say no when the entire world is screaming yes is true freedom. Part 3. The Social Theater and the Obligation Trap. Approximate 1,500 words. Visual. A dining table set perfectly. People arrive smiling, but as soon as they sit down, the smiles twitch. Tense glances. Someone checking their phone under the table. A forced, loud laugh that dies quickly. The audio is the clinking of silverware and awkward silences. Nadator, Veal. If the financial trap is the engine, the social pressure is the fuel. The most insidious part of the holiday matrix is the weaponization of human connection. We are social creatures. We crave belonging. The system uses this against us by creating an arbitrary set of rules for belonging during December. The video highlights this profoundly. The obligation to perform happiness. You must attend the company party. You must visit relatives who have criticized you your entire life. You must buy gifts for people you barely know, matching a price point dictated by social etiquette rather than genuine affection. If you don't, you are labeled. You are antisocial. You are a Grinch. You are ruining Christmas. These are powerful social shaming tactics designed to bring you back into line. Epictetus, the enslaved philosopher who found ultimate freedom in his mind, taught, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid with regard to external things. This is the antidote to holiday social pressure. You must be willing to be misunderstood. You must be willing to let your aunt think you are cheap because you didn't buy an extravagant gift. You must be willing to let your colleagues think you are boring because you skipped the drunken office party to sleep and read a book. The Stoic realizes that the opinions of others are completely outside of their control. Trying to manage everyone else's perception of you during the holidays is a guaranteed path to misery. Let's look at the obligatory family gathering. For many, this is a source of immense dread. It's often a cauldron of unresolved conflicts, passive-aggressive comments, and political arguments over turkey. Yet we go. Why? Duty? Guilt? The Stoic approach to duty is based on reason, not blind tradition. Yes, we have duties to family. But do we have a duty to endure abuse? Do we have a duty to participate in toxic dynamics just because it's December 25th? Seneca wrote extensively about the value of time. He argued that we are frugal with our money, but wasteful with our time, the only resource we can never get back. How many hours of your life have you wasted in holiday traffic, in checkout lines, or sitting at tables with people who drain your energy? The theater demands you waste this time to maintain the illusion of the happy family. The Stoic refuses to play the role. This doesn't mean you cut everyone off. It means you set boundaries based on reason. It means you choose to spend time with people who actually enrich your life, regardless of the date on the calendar. It means recognizing that true connection doesn't require a festive backdrop or an exchange of goods. It requires presence, honesty, and mutual respect. If those things are missing, no amount of tinsel can cover the rot. Part 4. The myth of the New Year's magic. Approximate. 1,000 words. Visual. A clock striking midnight. Fireworks exploding. People cheering wildly, hugging strangers. Then, a quick cut to the same person, 1 week later, looking exactly the same, doing the same bad habits in the same messy room. Narrator, veil. And finally, we arrive at the apex of the illusion, the New Year. This is perhaps the most damaging superstition of the modern era. The belief that the simple turning of a calendar page possesses magical, transformative properties. The source video rightly mocks the rituals we perform, wearing white for peace, yellow for money, red for love. Jumping over waves, eating 12 grapes. It seems harmless, childish even, but it points to a deeper spiritual sickness, the desire for results without effort, the desire for external magic to save us from the need for internal discipline. We treat January 1st like a cosmic reset button. We tell ourselves, this year will be different. We make grand resolutions. We buy gym memberships we won't use. We buy organizational planners we won't fill out. Why do New Year's resolutions fail? Statistically, most are abandoned by mid-February. They fail because they depend on motivation, and motivation is a feeling. It is temporary. It is a sugar rush. When the cold reality of February Tuesday morning hits, motivation evaporates. What remains is discipline and habit. And you cannot build discipline overnight just because the year changed number. The Stoics ridiculed this kind of magical thinking. They understood that procrastination is the thief of life. Seneca famously wrote to Lucilius, "You are living as if destined to live forever. Your own frailty never occurs to you. You don't notice how much time has already passed, but squander it as though you had a full and overflowing supply. You act like mortals in all that you fear, and like immortals in all that you desire." The myth of the New Year encourages this procrastination. It allows you to say in November, "I'll fix this in January." It gives you permission to be mediocre today because of a promised perfection tomorrow. It is a delaying tactic. It is a lie you tell yourself to avoid the pain of immediate change. If you want to change your life, the date is irrelevant. Tuesday, November 14th, is as good a day as January 1st. Waiting for the right time is just fear dressed up as planning. The Stoic doesn't wait for the new year. The Stoic practices memento mori, remembering that you could die right now. If this was your last month on Earth, would you spend it stressing over Christmas shopping or waiting for January to start living? The magic isn't in the calendar. The magic is in your choices, right now, in this present moment. Part 5. The Stoic Escape Plan Conclusion. Approximate. 500 words. Visual. The bust of the Stoic philosopher again. The lighting is brighter now, evocative of dawn or clarity. The narrator speaks directly to the camera or in a firm, resolved tone. Narrator veo. So, how do we escape the matrix? Does Stoicism demand we become hermits, hiding in caves until January? No. Stoicism is a practical philosophy for the real world. We live in this society, but we do not have to be of it. Here is your Stoic battle plan for the holidays. First, practice the dichotomy of control. Write down what is worrying you about the holidays. Now, ruthlessly separate them into 2 columns: things I can control and things I cannot control. You cannot control what your family says. You cannot control the traffic. You cannot control the ads. You can control how much you spend. You can control what you eat and drink. You can control your reactions to provocative relatives. Focus 100% of your energy on the second column. Ignore the first. Second, redefine celebration. Reclaim the word. True celebration isn't about consumption. It's about gratitude and connection. Celebrate by having a deep conversation with a friend. Celebrate by taking a quiet walk in the cold air. Celebrate by resting. Do not let commerce dictate how you experience joy. Third, set strict boundaries. Determine your budget beforehand. Not just financial, but emotional and temporal budgets. How much money will you spend? How many hours will you commit to social events? Once the budget is set, stick to it as if your life depends on it, because your quality of life does depend on it. Fourth, abandon hope for the new year. Stop waiting for January 1st. If there is a virtue you want to cultivate, temperance, courage, justice, wisdom, start today. Do one small thing now. Forget the grand resolutions. Build the daily habit. The source video is a wake-up call. The holiday season, as it is currently constructed, is a test of your character. It is a torrent designed to sweep away your reason and leave you drowning in debt and regret. Don't be swept away. Plant your feet firmly on the ground of reason. Observe the theater, but don't become a mindless actor in it. This December, give yourself the greatest gift of all, you.